So
why
is it a greasy pot of politics with Theresa May? And
because it wasn't a mass exodus to get rid of an MP that was the best bloody electoral asset the party's had in 45 years. It's different. She was, it's different.
Do you believe in the movement?
No, look, that's a very silly question. The movement exists. All the time I've been in conservative
so
politics,
you do believe
we
in
talk
it?
about the movement. No, I know the movement exists, but the movement isn't a social democrat like Lord Finkelstein. It's the movement of the people that were booted out of the party under Norman Tebbit. I had people who were in the movement in my time as Hammersmith Fulham Council. They were ex-movement people. Look, the movement is around. It's known as a force. And in fact, I've been introduced to one of the people that was covered in the serialisation in the Mail, Dougie Smith, when it was introduced to me at a dinner party by Danny Kruger, who's now an MP. He's the master of the dark arts, was how I was introduced to Dougie, who is obviously the husband of Munira, who I have a huge amount of respect for. So the movement is terminology that's used by people who know something about the Conservative Party. And for me, the story about the rabbit, I was told that story about 25 years ago. I know exactly what the story. It's not new to me. It's just an old story. It's not fiction. It's fact. And I can talk to Toby Baxendale about the rabbit story if you want to get more information.
This is the rabbit. This is the rabbit that was chopped up in nails.
But it's about 25 years old, that story. But it's not rubbish.
So, Steve, I suppose the question is then, if the movement is so powerful and has been for so long, why does it keep installing leaders that it then sets about removing? Wouldn't it be better if they just installed people as leader that they liked? Or is it actually the truth? The reason that Boris Johnson was forced to resign was because of a series of mistakes, misjudgments, mistruths that he committed, and he lost the support of his colleagues.
Matt, you've got me on this programme and your show for a bit of balance, because we've had a one-sided 29-minute on why Boris is rubbish and should go. I'm going to give you 1 minute that there was a plot. There was a plot. I was a member of the Department of Housing, for levelling up housing in communities. I was on a WhatsApp group that became ex-ministers because they'd all resigned. I watched Kemi Badenoch, then a Minister of State, my level in the department, exhorting Sarah Dines, who was a junior PPS, exhorting Danny Kruger to resign. It was a plot, but it was not a very good plot, is what I would say. It was a crap plot, is my view. But it was definitely a plot.
But is it a plot? But I suppose the question is this not just as the point that Danny Finkelstein makes? This is parliamentary democracy. You become leader of the party on the basis that you can command
No, it's not
parliamentary
democracy.
colleagues.
It's a herd mentality. Oh, the herd wants to get rid of Boris. Let's all do it. That's what Boris said. The herd moves.
Yes, but wasn't Boris Johnson? But wasn't Boris Johnson at the forefront of the herd that wanted to get rid of Theresa May?
He wasn't. He was the Prime Minister, and the herd moved and said, we don't want you, Prime Minister.
No, he was at the front of the herd.
You're talking about Theresa May. Now you're changing topics. Look, yeah, well, he might want to be Prime Minister. I'm not arguing that point, but let's just talk about what happened to Boris. Let's not then zoom back to what happened to Theresa May. I wasn't around then.
It's not unique, is it?
No, it's not unique.
It's just what happens when you lose the confidence of your colleagues. Yeah. Boris Johnson resigned from the cabinet to try and bring down Theresa May, which he helped successfully do. That's just what happens in politics. It's not some shadowy organisation. It's people who lost faith in him.
I think Stephen Greenhalgh just hung up.
Is he gone? Is he hung up? Oh, there we are. It turns out Stephen's back. Stephen, you didn't hang up on us.
Call me. Someone called me from number 10 saying, I'm part of the movement, I'm going to get you. that is the odd God honest truth.
Stephen, we'll let you off. No, the point I was making is that Boris Johnson lost confidence in Theresa May, resigned, and was a part of the people who were trying to remove her.
That's the greasy pole of politics. Of course, that's the
so.
Greasy
Why is it a greasy pole of politics with Theresa May? And
because it wasn't a mass exodus to get rid of an MP that was the best bloody electoral asset the party's had in 45 years. It's different. She was, it's different.
Isn't the difference just that you like Boris Johnson and you didn't like Theresa May? Isn't that just the difference?
Well, no, I like Theresa May, actually. I worked with her when she was Home Secretary. I worked with Boris as Mayor. I found myself curiously liking both of them. And there was a classic meeting where they both turned on me and killed me in their own way and actually bonded by attacking me. So I like both of them. I'm not a pro-Boris, anti-Theresa. They're both world-class politicians. I'm a humble, middle-of-the-road nobody, but I like both of them.